Remember that crosswalks are in place for a reason. Not to use them, or to use them incorrectly, isn't just dangerous, it can ultimately be deadly. Need a refresher on crosswalk safety? Let's go over some of the crucial do's and don'ts for crossing the bypass that could potentially save your life. What not to do when crossing the bypass? Don't jaywalk. Never attempt to cross the bypass outside of designated crosswalks, even if there's not much traffic at the time. You never know when a vehicle might pull out of a nearby business or enter the bypass from a side street, catching you both off guard. Don't get stuck in the center turning lane. Don't try to make it halfway across the bypass and then wait in the center turning lane until you think it's safe to cross the remaining lanes of the traffic. Drivers aren't expecting anyone to be in the middle of the roadway and may not see you or be able to stop in time to avoid striking you. Don't cross between stopped cars. Never cross the bypass by walking in between vehicles that are stopped at an intersection. It's vital to stay visible to drivers at all times by walking within the lines of a designated crosswalk. Don't rush the crosswalk. Never start crossing the bypass if there are only a few seconds left on the pedestrian signal. You may not have time to make it all the way across before the traffic starts moving again. Don't assume a driver sees you. Remember, drivers may be distracted or impaired, so don't assume that they'll see you crossing the road and be able to stop in time to prevent a tragedy from taking place. How to cross the bypass safely. Crossing the bypass safely is simple if you follow a few basic tips to ensure your safety. Always use a designated crosswalk. Always cross the bypass at a designated crosswalk rather than an unmarked section of the roadway where traffic won't be prepared to stop for you, even if this means you have to walk a short distance to reach a spot where it's safe for you to cross. Not sure how to find the closest crosswalk? The Dare County Crosswalk Maps allows users to quickly and easily locate crosswalks throughout Dare County. The location of the crosswalks are depicted on the map as a bright yellow pedestrian sign, and those that also include a red, yellow, and green traffic signal on the sign mean they are located at a stoplight for even safer crossing. To access the Dare County Crosswalks map, go to gis.darecountync.gov/crosswalks. Obey all traffic signals. Always follow the traffic signals and utilize the walk, don't walk pedestrian signs before crossing. Check left, right, and then left again to ensure no vehicles are approaching. Check each lane. Verify that each lane is completely clear before proceeding. Just because one vehicle is stopped doesn't mean the other drivers have seen you or will be able to stop in time for you to cross safely. Watch for turning vehicles. Be on the lookout for any turning vehicles that may not see you starting to cross or be prepared to stop for you. Avoid distractions. Always stay alert and avoid using headphones, cell phones, or any other devices that may distract you from your surroundings. Stay visible at night. Wear light-colored or reflective clothing and carry a flashlight when crossing at night. If you are riding a bicycle, be sure to follow all local laws and have the appropriate reflectors and lighting mounted on your bicycle and turned on before you set out for a ride once the sun goes down. By following these crosswalk safety guidelines and encouraging others to do the same, you can protect yourself and those you care about from potentially sustaining serious injuries. And in addition to preventing a possible tragedy from occurring, you may also even save a life.